right, here we go. The third installment of the Walker Ridge Plantation back on board for another great season. Make it 3 in a row. 358 modifieds back out here, ready to go with Charlotte tonight. Looking at the temperature, 78 degrees, cloudy, 2 mile-an-hour winds. Big thanks again to Walker Ridge Plantation, making it 3 years in a row. Take a look at the grid here tonight. Looking at Jamie Kephart trying to chase that $50 bounty. Looking good here to start on the #1 spot tonight. Michael Big Mac McDonald out of Michigan racing for chaos tonight in the 2 spot. Wyatt Walker in the 3 there, and you got Brandon Medford in the 4 spot. Joshua Divers in the 5. Chris Jones in that Sofa King Fast Sim Sports in the 6. Billy Van Meter, the owner and operator of Chaos Motorsports, in the 7. Joe Garcia in the 8 spot. Justin Smolden in the 9. Mackenzie out of Australia in the 10. And Fat Cat David back in action out here tonight in that number 11 spot. 30 laps tonight, or make it 25, excuse me. I don't know why it keeps changing it, but maybe it's the fuel. But yeah, either way, 25 laps here tonight at Charlotte. 358 modified series. See if Jamie Kephart can make it back to back here. He's trying to go after that $50 bounty that was set out for any driver that wins all 3 races and has 0 incident points. It's tough, but I mean, not just giving out free shit here. But you got to earn it, you know. So but Jamie's in a good spot here. We'll see what happens. Here we go, Jamie Kephart. McDonald, front row, 25 laps, Charlotte, Walker Ridge Plantation. Here we go. Green flag out. We're racing in Charlotte. Then number 3 for the Walker Ridge Plantation 358 modified series. 3 wide already. Van Meter down on the bottom there. You see Wyatt Walker cruising himself up here also. Douching around and working his way up to the 2 spot. Right now, Big Mac slides back to the 3 spot. He's got Brandon Medford right behind him. Chris Jones, and there is Tubby, the 57, back here brewing it up also. Contact made right there. Chris Jones into the 16. Non-intentional, it didn't look like there. Accidental contact from Chris Jones in the Sofa King Fast Sim Sport. Billy Van Meter himself further and further back here tonight. Garcia, Fat Cat, and McKenzie round out the rest of the field. 22 laps to go here tonight. Divers working his way up here. McDonald, Brandon, and Chris Jones, and Wyatt Walker. Wyatt Walker trying to slide himself up here tonight. 21 laps to go here in the Walker Ridge Plantation 358 modified series. Brandon Medford, Chris Jones, great battle right here. McDonald, Big Mac going backwards in the 16 here. He's stuck in the middle. Justin Smolden looking to the inside of him. Josh Divers also in the mix here. Van Meter right there. Big contact made. They're still racing here. The flag out on this. Look here. Got one flipped upside down. Take a look. Oh, same thing happened here. Oh man, looks like Divers gets loose here. Big boy. Watching at home. Like he just comes up just a little bit right there. Divers right there with him. Contact made just ever slightly right into Josh Divers there. That'll be Smolden. Be on the 203 there, rear end smacking into Divers. Line them up and line them up. Let's go. All right, here we go. Well, caution laps do not count. Do not count this. I went back and I've tried my best to make sure. Lights to go off the pace truck. They are off. Jamie Kephart. Oh, Wyatt Walker there on the outside of him. We had our first caution. Followed back there, unfortunately for Divers. Tough break. Hate to see it for him as he upside down. And here we go. Wyatt Walker, Jamie Kephart, going to start them off here again at Charlotte. Starting one. Laps to go. Good start there for Jamie Kephart, and they'll try to get themselves fanned back out here. Divers work around there. Jamie Kephart got the pressure put onto him now. Wyatt Walker right there with him. Billy Van Meter and McDonald. Fat Cat throwing in the action there also. Divers coming out of the pits there trying to get something going. Up front, everybody's chasing Jamie Kephart. Brandon Medford, Chris Jones, and Billy Van Meter. Jamie Kephart, 17 laps to go. Wyatt Walker trying to get something going. Medford, Jones, and Billy Van Meter sliding himself up to the top 5. Good run right there. Look at Bill. Climbing that 23 on the high side. Really picking up some steam there. Chris Jones on the bottom in the 54. Wyatt Walker tries to make it here. He'll look to the inside. Not going to be there yet. Lane's still too tight. Back in the back, Billy Van Meter side by side with Chris Jones. And yeah, no, surprise, surprise, Billy Van Meter charging his way. Looking at a top 3 here possibly if he can get up here and tango with his teammate. All in the head right now, I'm sure. As you see the battle brewing up front here. Wyatt Walker, Jamie Kephart still tagging it up, playing a game of checkers up here. Brandon's trying to hold off Van Meter. Van Meter digging for that 3 spot. And you see Walker, he'll try to get a closer and closer every turn right there. Little contact made right there. Walker touches Kephart. Kephart able to keep that line going. 13 to go. Medford right there, and so is Billy Van Meter. Chris Jones back there in the 5 spot. Chris Jones digging. Got close right there. Big move up the track. He's able to save it. 12 to go here at Charlotte. Walker Ridge Plantation 358 Modified Series. Season number 3 with these guys. Garcia digging back there with Fat Cat David. Wyatt Walker, and there is Kephart. We'll keep an eye up here, man. We got battles all across the track, but good ones up front also. Medford holding off Van Meter. Jones right there. McDonald. There is Garcia and Fat Cat both running the high line. Kinsey just in cruise control back here in that 10 spot. Hey, Kephart, Wyatt Walker still 1-2 right now. Walker going to look to see if he can get something going here on the bottom. Light up a little bit there. Still nothing. Are still running that preferred line. Jamie Kephart, Wyatt Walker, Brandon McKenzie gets himself looped out and washing out on the speedway. Try to get looped around here. 11 of McKenzie. McKenzie gets up here and just tags the wall, and oh man, nowhere else for divers to get. That right there. All right, that's on McKenzie. Get to the tail end, and good job to hold the brakes there, McKenzie. You did the right thing by not letting it roll down the track, and good job from everybody missing him there. Shit. All right, well, it's gonna make things interesting here. Not that things wasn't already interesting, but they're gonna get a little more interesting here. Wrap it up here. They're getting closer. Take a look here. You only have 8 laps to go. We'll get these guys double filed up again. We'll get them P1 here. Should have a lucky dog here, I believe. Let's make sure. Who should be the divers? Are you a lap down, divers?
Yeah.
I'll give you the lucky dog. Go ahead and go, buddy. I don't know why that's not working. No, we'll go green next time by, so go ahead. Divers getting that lucky dog. Double file restart here. We'll go green next time by. Caution laps don't count, so it's not really hurting anything. Going a couple extra laps, but I'm like everybody else. I like to keep the program Here we go.
Single file, single file.
Not a single file. Double them up. I want them doubled up. Double up. I had it set for doubled. I don't know why it didn't do it. Double them up. Double them up. Double them up. Go. I'm sure we'll have some blacks to clear, and we'll clear them out right now as we got 7 laps to go here. 7 laps to go here. Look at Wyatt Walker digging on the inside. Jamie Kephart right there with him. There's Brandon Medford and Billy Van Meter side by side. Chris Jones back there. Big contact in the back here. Garcia and the boys tangled up. No caution out on the speedway. They kept it green. Jamie Kephart, Wyatt Walker, Brandon, Chris Jones, and Billy Van Meter. Holden McDonald Divers working their way up there. 6 laps to go. Wyatt Walker in that 2 spot. Trying to chase down the boogeyman out of Georgia. Brandon Medford trying to hang on. Tight battle right here between him and Van Meter. Chris Jones sliding that 54 around. Look at that. 4 laps to go here at Charlotte. Walker Ridge Plantation 358 Modified Series. Beautiful one here so far tonight. Jamie Kephart looking to get it done. Wyatt Walker in the 2 spot. Brandon in the 3 right now. Chris Jones in the 4. Holden back there in the 6. Chris McDonald right now. 2 laps to go. The boogeyman out of Georgia. No problem so far tonight. Brandon right there. Chris Jones, Smolden, and Billy Van Meter. Justin Smolden closing that gap. He's in the 6 spot. McDonald in the 7. Divers back here in the 8. Battle. White flag out this time by. Jamie Kephart. Smooth operator out of Georgia. Wyatt Walker in that 2 and Brandon Medford in the 3. And there you go. Jamie Kephart going to take care of business here tonight. Looking fantastic as he'll take the win. Wyatt Walker in the 2 and Brandon Medford rounds out your top 3. All right, good work. Top 3, start finish line. Kephart, Walker, Brandon. Good run, boys. Top 3. All right, let's out here. Yeah, I tell you what, bud. Yep. Nice run. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff right there. Brandon Medford getting it done there in that 3 spot tonight. Wyatt Walker in the 2. Boogeyman. Out your top 3. Here and get interviews going here. Perfect. All right, here we go. We'll start off with the 3rd place driver tonight, Mr. Brandon, up 1 spot. Where he qualified in the P3. Got a copy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, good run. That was awesome to watch. Great battle there between you and Van Meter and Chris Jones, keeping it clean there. And thank God for no net code or stupid shit to happen. And great top 3 for you and the boys over at Chaos tonight. Break down your run.
Yeah, just try to stay up top, keep it clean. Hopefully the top 2 guys are going to mess up and give us a shot at the win, but those guys are really fast. Smollen's fast, Billy was fast, everybody's coming to the field. So great race overall. Glad to see the bottom come in there towards the very end, and just happy to bring home a P3.
Yeah, absolutely. I will. That's again on that tonight, and some great sponsors.
Yeah, I think everybody here at in the league put on a great show. Chaos Motorsports, all my teammates over there, and then my family here at home let me hang out and play.
Have it, Mr. Brandon for Chaos in that P3 out here. 2nd place driver. I know they call him the weapon in the 85, Mr. Wyatt Walker. You got a copy.
Yes, sir.
A good run there, great battle, and I tell you what, we had a couple late cautions there, dicing things up a little bit, but up 1 spot, and nothing wrong with P2 when you're chasing points. It's a long season, you want to be on the podium more than often, and great start down your run for us.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I didn't want to see that second caution. I was kind of in my rhythm, hitting my marks, and then after that second caution, I just couldn't get my shit together, and then let Kephart get away from me. And I think he was faster after that second restart anyway. Wasn't much I was gonna do there, but definitely a good race. I'll take second.
Yep, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that long season, and because there's some weeks where you're not finding yourself on the podium and you get wrecked out, and it's always good to have these in your back pocket. So great run and some great sponsors you want.
Walker Ridge Plantation, Third Effect Designs, and you for doing this.
You have it, Wyatt Walker, Pete. Tonight, we'll head out of our race winner out of Georgia, the boogeyman himself on the Trash Panda Racing team. Jamie Kephart, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
And what a race. That was fun to watch. Good battles there. A couple good sliders coming in, and you're working your line and smooth sailing from start to finish like that sprint car race. Looked good out here. Breakdown to run for us.
Yeah, man. Wyatt kept us honest for sure. I was trying to kind of burn that mid groove up a little bit in 3 and 4. I knew the bottom would come in eventually. It always does. 3 and 4 is a lot bigger sleeping turn than 1 and 2 is. I had 1 and 2 down pat, and then I kept seeing Wyatt out the left side of my car attempting those sliders. Everybody knows I'm one to drive around those things, so we kept coming around him, and then he was just inching up in 3 and 4. I was like, all right, it's time to hit the low spot. So we went low, and then after that second caution, I think we was able to gap him a little bit to ease the tension. But yeah, it was definitely exciting there for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. Job well done, and you're one step closer here. All you got to do is finish out the sweep here tonight and take care of race number 1 and 2. We'll see what you pro late models here at Charlotte and do some great sponsors you want tonight.
Yeah, man, I don't know how I kept that 0X. That one car was up almost against the wall. I just couldn't tell if he was going to roll down or what. So I decided to squeeze it through him in the wall, and I tapped the wall with my rear end sliding through there, but it still kept me at a 0, so we're fortunate to be where we are with that. But got to thank Scrub Hugger for keeping us looking clean, Trash Panda Mafia for always being there, my team over here, Choice Inc. Esports, Boss Contracting, all the dirt sponsors that sponsor these leagues for us to run in these different divisions, and I appreciate you for showing up through the thick and thin, letting us run, buddy. Thank you. And also appreciate Wyatt for running me clean, and Brandon for the P3.
All right, there you have it. Boogeyman himself getting it done here. You completed tonight. Stick around for that late model race. Boogeyman wins it here. Wyatt Walker in the 2, and Brandon Medford rounds out your top 3.